play a little bit till it finish. What's up? Shout out to you, yo. I was listening to Ti. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a fan of his. I am. Um, I like the way he think. I understand the way he think in a sense. And I love listening to people like him, Jay-Z, Dr. Dre. I love to listen to people who got information. That's who you want to be around. That's who you want to surround yourself by. But anyway, shout out to him and his podcast. But I was watching him on The Breakfast Club, and they was talking about reparations, right? Now, I started to think about 2 years ago. I graduated, and I was working as a security officer, third shift. So I was the only female. I was working with the age range between like 40 and 70. And I remember us having a conversation. I love talking to them. You learn so much from people. All you got to do is listen. That's when I first heard about reparations. And, they was like, it's about time. And y'all gonna get y'all reparations and da-da-da-da-da. What I've noticed over the last 2 years, I notice people see it more as give me some money, give me what you owe me, and yes, but another thing is, if they were to give us $1 million, a broke-minded person will always be broke. You can be broke with a rich mind. Those are those entrepreneurs, those go-getters, the successful people that you see in life. They've been broke. They just had a rich mind. And I'm not even talking about success on Jay-Z level, T.I. level, none of them level. I'm talking about success to where we got these entrepreneurs out here who running a small business from their home. That's success to me. They ain't dependent on nobody to cut them a check every 2 weeks or every week. Most people still get paid every 2 weeks. I'm one of them. I work from home. I've had my time, and there's nothing wrong with working for nobody. There's nothing wrong with it, because not everybody's meant to be an entrepreneur. Not everybody is meant to be a boss. It takes a lot. It's responsibility. You got to be responsible for yourself, your company, other people. Like, it's a lot. A lot of people say, I don't want to work for nobody. I want to work for myself. But do you really? Because, if you didn't want to work for somebody, hey, you'll be building. You'll be doing what you got to do, And, also, I want to give a big shout out to the entrepreneur first. Let me just go ahead and say that, because, it's hard. It is not easy. It's a lot of falling down. You break even. You get your rent paid. But like I said, it's still a success. It's still a success. However, it's a lot. And people don't see what goes on behind closed doors. And I just want to say shout out to you for not giving up on yourself. That's real self-love right there. When you believe in something that came to your head, your mind, you made that shit come alive. You was like, you know what? I'm going to go research this information, put it to use. If that shit don't work, I'm going to research some more and find out what works until it works. Shout out to you. I also put up some information here because I wanted to see. I know we're going through a tough time with COVID and everything, and the economic dismay, as you will. But me, I like to see a positive in every situation. For one, that shit keep me sane. It keeps me sane, y'all. But for two, you got to. That's how you get places. You stuck in that negative mindset, that negative space, you just gonna be there. Like, you ain't going nowhere. So shout out to the black entrepreneurs, because you know the minority is always hit first. The minority, black people, always hit first when it comes to things like this. However, I know there's a lot of entrepreneurs out there. 2020 has been a year. We have more entrepreneurs than we did back in the day. Imagine COVID coming around 20 years ago, which honestly, there's always a disaster happening every 20 years. I ain't gonna get into that. We're gonna have to talk about that on another podcast. But we are in a place where we have more entrepreneurs and more of them are black. So yeah, a lot of people hurting right now. And I hate to say, you know, I'm not, like I said, I'm not downing nobody. I'm not. But I mean, why look for a handout, yo? Why want a handout? Why you okay with getting unemployment? Why you okay with working for somebody else? You know, we complain about how much a motherfucker is paying us, but you know, we walk up on in there like, and I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna say I was one of them, because, you know, I've always had my entrepreneur ways. But you know, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like you really, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know if y'all really want the life y'all say y'all want to live. If you looking for a handout, if you not willing to go get what you want, you know, this company, this you know, the society that we live in, the white supremacy, you know they're not going to pay you what you think you're worth. They're going to say, no, you're worth this. I told you, you are worth this, and you're going to take it. Take it or leave it. They give you an ultimatum, and guess what you do? You take it. So you basically saying you really don't really want the life that you say you want. You know, you say, I'm worth this, but then as soon as, you know, they say, no, you're not worth this, you be like, all right, you right. That's what I'm saying. Shout out to you. Forbes said, black women represent 42% of new women-owned businesses. 3 times their share of the female population. 30% of black-owned employer businesses, y'all. We out here rocking it, y'all. So like I said, I know it's a tough time, and it's a tough time for a lot of us out here. But if you out here with your head above waters, shout out to you. Like, you finding a way. Shout out to you. Like, shit. Yo, we gotta do what we gotta do. Like, that's everybody in life. That's everybody in life. That's my main point. That's everybody in life. We out here trying to do what we gotta do. These entrepreneurs, people who made themselves into millionaires and billionaires, they did what they had to do. They just 10x that shit. They 10x squared that shit. Like, the people like Diddy, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Rihanna, Diddy, Dr. Dre, shit, Ice Cube, The Rock, people like that, they 10x squared that shit. You know, they was once at that 10x stage. Then they was like, you know what, I'm about to 10x square that. I mean, why not? Why not? You can either put 40 plus hours in for somebody else, or 40 plus hours in for yourself. That's just how I see it. Like, if you really want it, you gonna get it. You know, don't let the time and process discourage you either, because everybody has their own process. Everybody has their own shit that they had to get through, survive. like real life survive, like for their life. So don't let the timing process fool you. You'll never know what somebody goes through, what they had to get through to get to where they be. But sometimes, like, of course, don't stay in your daydreaming zone. But sometimes you gotta daydream, like, you know what? One day, this shit will pay off. One day, I'm gonna get to the point to where I'm seeing enough residuals that I need to 10x what I'm trying to do. That's all you gotta do. You just gotta stay down till you get just enough where you can 10x that shit, yo. That's what it is. And then once you 10x that shit, then you can 10x square and shit. The way technology going, hell.